So, are you in love or just bleeding? And I don't mean your period. This is the second episode of a 7-day series about love. In this episode, we are going to be focusing on our childhood wounds that bleed in an interaction, causing us to confuse that interaction with being in love. I have been having crushes since I was 3, falling in love fairly often since I was 16, and have met several soulmates and twin flames and all of that quite significantly in my life. And here's some valuable insight that I got to share with you so that you can make more aligned decisions in your love relationships. Here's the picture. The idea of love we have on our conscious mind is actually formed very abstractly with the movies we watch and the romantic comedies and etc. And we have this idea of like, well, this is how love should look like. But actually, the real first experiences and learnings we have about love is within our primary caregiver relationship. As a baby, you were born into this world and your survival depends on these loving beings, hopefully they were loving, that everything you learn in that interaction, what is okay, what is not okay, what are you allowed to, what is your worth, etc., all these self-ideas that develop in this connection become the basis of where you feel triggered back into this hypnosis state of that relationship with the primary caregiver. Let's say your mother was not hearing your voice. She wasn't asking you how you feel. She was ignoring you when you had a success. When someone in your life will come along and do that same thing to you, you will feel like you're in love with them. Because that's what you had felt for your mother. We will go into the familiarity aspect of this on the next episode. Are you in love or you're just feeling familiar? And that has many different layers to that familiarity. But today what I want to emphasize is particularly these wounds that you still carry, that bleed when someone causes you the similar kind of hurt. Someone recreates that childhood environment that you did not feel safe by yourself and needed the other, that primary caregiver who now this person in your life is representing in your subconscious. You need this person in order to survive, to be full, to be whole. Reality is you no longer do, but your subconscious strongly believes that you do. And that is real. That is very real. So, what do you have to do? So, if this is the case, if you're feeling an attraction, a very strong attraction to someone, that you can't think clearly, that you are not your normal self almost, that you behave in ways that are, regressed back into your childhood and less confident version of you, etc. And the reason of that attraction is this wound bleeding. There are some things that you can do that will make you feel grateful for this encounter you have with this person right now, however much it might be hurting to not be able to get their love and attention the way that you would want to right now. While admiring is a positive mirror for yourself, this is a negative mirror. This is a black mirror. This kind of attraction shows you the places in you that are longing to be healed, that are longing to be met with your own love, parenthood to yourself, your compassion, and your caregiving. So that you can be more whole in your life, so that you can go towards your dreams that you're actually wanting to go to, but don't know why you can't go there, self-sabotage away from it, or just don't get into the actions, the confidence required to go to that direction. When you have these intentions, these big pictures in your mind, that calls you, your being, into an expansion. An expansion comes from finding out the things that are keeping you constricted, which are these wounds. You might not be aware of them day to day, but you are aware of their symptoms. If you think you are just a shy person, that's just how your construct is, that you don't feel comfortable expressing your truth in an environment of people, that you're so sure of their love, that is a strategy that you had developed as a child to remain loved, to not be too much, because when you did express your truth, it was either rejected, you were punished for it in many possible ways, and you learned that it is not safe to be in your fullness, to be expressing yourself in your fullness. This is just an example. Let's say another thing. You're an avoidant person, walking out of relationships. You think, like, I'm just strong, I'm just like self-dependent, this is how I'm supposed to be. Is it not? No, it's not. It's a self-defense mechanism to avoid deep connections where you have the possibility to get hurt. If you get attached and then they leave, it's danger, danger, danger. So you can't have that kind of relationship you were wanting because of your own actions, because you are the one who walks away, or the one who is anxious. Doesn't matter. It's the same wound. That this interaction that you're in right now is triggering for you to be able to see it pure in daylight, very clearly, so that you can work on it, heal it, somatically, experience it through the eyes of compassion. Change the story that your cells hold about yourself, and you will see the next day you're not an avoidant person anymore. You're not a shy person anymore. You're not a I can't do this, I'm not good at decision and da 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 kind of person anymore. That was just a result of a wound and your safety mechanism to not ever get hurt in that same way again. And once that wound is healed, you know what? You're not as sensitive to be touched there, to risk having someone touch there, to risk having a little bit trial and error and maybe failing at first time and etc. there, because that's normal now and you're healed in those wounds. So this type of interaction, that connection, that you strongly feel pulled into their gravity because of how shitty they make you feel, is because of those wounds bleeding. And that is because you are calling your life, your soul is calling your life into a greater state of being that is more of yourself, that is more aligned with who you feel in the core that you are and want to be. Yeah, right? So if you need the help to go into those core wounds, there are hundreds, thousands of good quality facilitators who can help you do that. I advise somatic methods over mental methods, most definitely. I am available for that. You can find my links on the description. You can get my course and help yourself with that as well. But just maybe even realizing this right now, that that person that is causing your world to go into a chaos, making you off-centered from your own true light, beauty, shining, whatever, is not meant to be your life partner. That's not why you're feeling that way. This is why you're feeling that way. And of course, There might be other aspects of attraction going on that we take as topic on different episodes of the 7-day series. So be sure to like and subscribe to follow up with those different episodes, and send this video to someone who you know needs it.